अपने बहुत सारे परफॉर्मेंसेस के बाद, बहुत सारी मेहनतों के बाद यहाँ तक पहुंची हैं। I would like to congratulate each and everyone who participated but could not reach here. You are already a winner.
अच्छा अच्छा।
Now let's talk about the final round, जिसका हर एक मोमेंट एक्साइटमेंट, कॉन्फिडेंस और टैलेंट से भरपूर होने वाला है। We congratulate to the entire challenger of top 13 performances here, because tonight this stage is not just about winning the title. It is about proving your identity, your passion and your journey. You are already a winner.
सर ये रोटेट वाला सर ऑप्शन, इसमें रोटेट वाला ऑप्शन सर, इसमें
क्या बेटा?
ऊपर जो रोटेट वाला ऑप्शन होता है
हाँ,
वो कहाँ दिख नहीं रहा है इसमें।
तो खड़ा कर दो ना मोबाइल।
नहीं सर बस मतलब कि वो ब्लर हो जाएगा पूरी वीडियो। मैंने उससे मतलब यूट्यूब से मतलब हॉरिजॉन्टल किया हुआ है।
लॉक ओरिएंटेशन
इसको ऑफ कर दीजिए इसको।
अब देखो,
सर ये मांग रहा है यहाँ पे
ओरिएंटेशन इज लॉक, रोटेट डिवाइस,
हाँ बैक।
डिवाइस बैक, ओरिएंटेशन इज लॉक, रोटेट डिवाइस बैक।
सर वहाँ पे वो हो जाएगा, कैमरा मतलब चेंज हो जाएगा।
अपने हिसाब से देख, सीधा करके खड़ा कर चला लो ना, छोड़ो यानी दूर नहीं चल रहा है। हाँ हाँ, चलेगा बेटा?
हाँ वो मतलब लाइव चल रहा है सर बस ये।
लेकिन दूसरे में देख लो ना कैसा चल रहा
मैं भी
है।
देख रहा हूँ, चेक कर रहा हूँ, चेक करो। ठीक है मैम सर। यूट्यूब खोलो अपना वाला।
सबसे पहले तो दो लोग यहाँ पे खिड़की में थे।
वो नहीं मतलब यूट्यूब खोलो, आप देखो इसको, लाइव देखो इसको।
इसको देख लो, देख लो।
हाँ देख तो रहे मतलब कि तुम मतलब खोल के अपने देखोगे चल रहा है कैसा।
किस लिंक का तो किससे से?
हाँ फ्यूचर को देखिए ना।
अच्छा उन्हीं के चैनल पे
अरे लाइव चल रहा है ना, ये देखो कलर आ रहा है।
कलर नहीं आएगा, मोबाइल आना
सर अरे खैर मैंने उसकी कुछ इज्जत बता दिए, पूरा बना दिया। हाँ चलेगा बढ़िया।
ठीक है।
ठीक देख रहे हैं
लग रहा है अभी थे।
क्या है फिर जब
लेकिन
की इस महफिल में आपका इस्तकबाल, अदब की इस महफिल में आपका इस्तकबाल है। हुनर और कामयाबी का आज बड़ा ख्याल है। सज चुका है मंच, बढ़ चुकी है धड़कनें, सज चुका है मंच, बढ़ चुकी है धड़कनें, क्योंकि स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर 2026 का शानदार आगाज है।
Anyone can't afford this.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to honor the respect member of our jury panel whose valuable presence, experience and fair judgment will add great dignity to this event. Our first respected jury panel member is Dr. Dhinanjay Sharma sir, who has been associated with this program for many years. So, with great respect and warm regard, I would like to invite Dr. Dhinanjay Sharma sir, please come onto the stage. I would also like to invite our respected director sir. So please come to the stage and give the honor to our Dr. respected Dhinanjay Sharma sir with a bouquet and maintain this tradition of our welcome ceremony. Sir, please come to the stage. Please make the bouquet here. सफर में धूप तो होगी, जो चल सको तो चलो। सफर में धूप तो होगी, जो चल सको तो चलो। सभी है भीड़ में, तुम भी निकल सको तो चलो। यही है जिंदगी की असली पहचान दोस्तों, कि गिरकर फिर से संभल सको तो चलो। Please give a huge round of applause for Mr. Dhinanjay Sharma sir, जो कि काफी सालों से हमारे प्रोग्राम का हिस्सा रह चुके हैं। सर, फ्यूचर ग्रुप की फैमिली की तरफ से आपका दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहते हैं for giving your valuable and precious time to us. We feel truly honored to have with us Miss Rekha Singh ma'am, English lecturer from Children's Senior Secondary School. I would like to request to ma'am, please come to the stage. Ma'am, it is your first visit today with us and we are genuinely delighted to welcome you to this stage and to this program, to this wonderful celebration of talent and confidence. So with heartfelt respect, I would like to invite ma'am. Please audience, give a huge round of applause for Miss Rekha Singh. Thank you ma'am. Your gracious presence has added even more dignity and charm to this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to welcome the third and final respected member of our jury panel. Our respected director sir will welcome you with a bouquet. I would like to invite Mr. Shadab sir. Sir, please come to the stage. Our director sir will honor you with a small token of love and welcome ceremony. Sir, we would like to assure you that you are going to witness not just a competition, but a beautiful celebration of talent, confidence and emotion. पंद्रह सालों से सीड फ्यूचर ग्रुप एक इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग इंस्टीट्यूट ही नहीं बल्कि हजारों सपनों को उड़ान देने वाला एक परिवार बन चुका है। यहाँ किताब का ज्ञान ही नहीं बल्कि कॉन्फिडेंस, पर्सनालिटी, लीडरशिप और अपने हुनर को पहचानने की ताकत भी दी जाती है। और इसी खूबसूरत परंपरा को निभाते हुए हर साल की तरह इस साल भी आयोजित किया गया है स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर 2026, एक ऐसा मंच जहां सिर्फ प्रतिभा नहीं बल्कि मेहनत, लगन, हौसला और खुद पर भरोसा रखना सिखाया जाता है। और अब वो पल आ चुका है जिसका इंतजार सिर्फ इन फाइनलिस्ट ने ही नहीं बल्कि यहाँ मौजूद हर शख्स ने बड़ी बेसब्री से किया है। इस ग्रैंड फिनाले में मौजूद सभी टॉप 13 फाइनलिस्ट को 3 टॉपिक्स प्रोवाइड की गई हैं एंड द टॉपिक्स आर पेरेंट्स आर सैक्रिफाइसिंग एवरीथिंग बट आवर चिल्ड्रन अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट। The middle one, the world listen to the people who dare to speak. And the bottom one, poverty is not only the lack of money, but sometimes it is the lack of humanity. यानी आज का ये मुकाबला सिर्फ बोलने का नहीं है बल्कि सोचने, समझने, तुरंत जवाब देने और खुद को सबसे अलग साबित करने का मंच है। So ladies and gentlemen, get ready to witness an incredible battle of talent, intelligence, brilliance, confidence. Because tonight, only one among these students will earn the prestigious tag of Student of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, every unforgettable journey begins with a powerful first step, and tonight, that very moment has finally arrived. The stage is all set, the spotlight is ready, the excitement is in the air, and now it's time for the very first performer turn this beautiful evening into a memorable celebration of talent and confidence.
आज हमारे स्टूडेंट को जो 3 टॉपिक दी गई है उसका क्राइटेरिया ये है कि हमारे ज्यूरी पैनल उसमें से एक टॉपिक सिलेक्ट करेंगे और हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट को प्रोवाइड करेंगे। हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट उस टॉपिक पे परफॉर्म करेंगे। कुछ मिनट्स परफॉर्म करने के बाद उन्हें 2 मिनट का फोनेटिक टाइम दिया जाएगा जिसमें वो अपने शोकेस टैलेंट को शोकेस करेंगे इन द फोनेटिक लैंग्वेज व्हिच इज रियली गोइंग टू बी वेरी एक्साइटिंग। एंड आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ परफॉर्मेंसेस आवर ज्यूरी पैनल will arise the question if they have any doubt, any cross question related to their topic. Now, I would like to invite the very first performer, Miss Mahinur. Please put your hands together for Miss Mahinur, who reached this much after dedication, consistence, courage, and countless dreams. So, audience, make us some noise, cheer as loud as you can, and welcome the very first shining star of our future group, Miss Mahinur on the stage.
If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. Whatever you do, you need to keep moving forward. Well, all praises due to Almighty Allah, the one who gave us knowledge, life, and ability to speak today. Wishing a very delightful evening, my jury panel, guest of honor, and honorable chief guest, and my preceptor, and all my visitors. And the girl who is standing in front of your glamorous eyes, her name is Mahinur, daughter of Mr. Namuddin Ahmed and Mrs. Shahida Wano. Now, I would request to my jury panel, please provide me topic so that I can continue. Your topic is the world listen to people who dare to speak. Okay, well, my talk I got a very beautiful topic, that is the world listen to people who dare to speak. We live in this world filled with billions of the people, filled with billions of mind, but only few names are written in history. Why? Because having an idea is not enough. Having a grievance is not enough. If you have an idea, you have to show to the whole world. Whatever you want to speak, whatever you have the determination. You have to show to the world that what you are here, what you want to speak. At the time, this whole world heard to listen your word. If I'm talking about the world, so I want to talk about change. Change required a bridge between this whole world to your mind, and that bridge is your voice. खामोश रहकर कभी पहचान नहीं बनती, खामोश रहकर कभी पहचान नहीं बनती, दुनिया उसी की सुनती है जो आवाज उठाते हैं, जो डर के सामने अपनी बातों को रखते हैं, वही लोग तारीख में याद रखे जाते हैं. Look around the history. Change never comes from the silent maturity. It comes from an individual who spoke up, who broke the silence. The change comes from there. If I'm taking the example of Mahatma Gandhi, if I'm taking the example of a great personality, Malala Yousafzai, taking the example of Martin Luther King, who spoke up, who never keep silent, who spoke up because they wanted to show that to the whole world that yeah, I am the human and I will speak up and I will show to the people that I am not in an ordinary, I am an extraordinary country, who spoke, who raised their voice because of our country. That's the reason our nation become free from the British rule. That's the reason there is a need to raising the voice. If I'm talking about the very correct personality, Malala Yousafzai, who spoke about the girls' education. Here I'm talking about the girls' education, which is very necessary, which is very, because in the Islam it is written that it is first, it is divine command of all the Muslims, all the people, no matter he is a girl, she is a boy, or she is a girl, no matter. It's just only the matter of taking the education. So that's the reason Malala Yousafzai raised her voice when the Taliban banned the girls' education. Even she was attacked. But after all those things, after suffering, after recovery, he spoke up against all those people. He spoke up. And that's the reason that whole community known as the Malala Yousafzai, known as a personality. So if you are sitting here, if you are, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here to show, you should show the people that I have voice. God has given me a voice so that I can speak in front of all those people. That I have the courage, I have the dare. In this topic, there is one more thing. That is the dare. Here, most of the people don't have dare to speak. Many people don't have dare. Why in this topic there is a written about the dare? Because here the people are fear. The common fear of judgment. Fear of what will people say. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of rejection. So I want to tell you to all of you that who are thinking about it, because rejection is the part of life. Making mistake is the part of life. Because if you are making mistake, it means that you are learning something. You are making mistake, it means that you are doing good. You are doing something different. Because if I'm taking the example of a child who used to write the letter E, once we was also the child. On the time we also used to write the letter A. On the time we can't do that. We make a lot of we did a lot of mistakes. But after all those things, we spoke up against all the things. We spoke, we write, we are doing the mistake. On the time after all the things we are keep doing. So don't matter if you are making mistake. Don't matter if you are doing something different. It means that you are extra.
Excuse me, Miss Manu, it's your phonetic time.
So I'm talking about the free judgment. So talking about the judgment, the people are told to 3 years about that what will four people say. So I want to tell you to all of you that you are in this world. Here, when you die, when you go to your grave, after 1 week, no one heard to talk about you. So just don't care about the judgment, because we should not think about the judgment, because we are doing something. It means that people will judge. What will people say? This doesn't matter. Don't care about it. Then what will people say? Just to keep doing and raise your voice if you see something which is happening not good, which is happening injustice. On the time you should speak in front of all those people. You should have the dare to speak in front of all those people. You should have dare to speak in front of people. You should have the grievance to speak for the injustice, to speak for the truth. Because if I'm talking about Islam, in Islam it is saying that it's the truth. Yeah, if you are against of it, if I'm taking the example of Hindu, in Hindu it is written that Satyameva Jayate. It means that the truth alone triumphs. If you are in a truth through that, you just follow the path, you just follow the direction, because the truth is that if you are with truth, if you are with justice, on that time no one is in this world who will talk about you, the people will never.
Your time is over now. I would like to request our jury member to please put up your question to Ms. Mahmood.
Your name is Mahinur, right?
Mahinur.
Oh, delivered very good. Mahinur, why are many people afraid to speak freely?
So, as I told in my speech, that the people have the fear of rejection, the fear of what will people see, the fear of judgment, and the fear of making mistake. As I said about in my topic, that if you have fear, so you just reduce that type of fear, because you have to speak in front of people, you have to dare to speak in front of all those people, because you are enough for this world, because one voice can change the world. One voice can make millions of the people's influence. So just to speak right, just to speak truth, just to speak justice for justice.
Very good.
Do you think courage is more important than talent when it comes to influencing society?
Sorry, ma'am, please repeat.
My question is that do you think that courage is more important when it comes to influence the society, or talent is required? That is more important.
So, if I'm talking about the courage, if I'm talking about the talent to influence the people, we have the courage, we have also the talent. By the talent and by the courage, we can influence the world. When we are in the truth, we are in the truth path, we are with justice, we stand with justice. On that time, you just don't care about what the people say, just with courage, just with confidence, just with your talent, because there are only listed people who have talent. Thank you.
Give a huge round of applause for Mrs. Mahmood. She was our first performer and she has performed extremely well. हमारे बीच हमारे सिचू शशि मौली सर आ चुके हैं। मैं अपने टीम गेस्ट ऑनर से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि उनका वेलकम करें और उन्हें इस प्रोग्राम में उनका वेलकम करके आज के प्रोग्राम पूरे फ्यूचर ग्रुप की तरफ से उनका तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहती हूँ। प्लीज आई वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट आवर esteemed गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर to respect and to welcome our SHO sir, Mr. Shashi Moli. Please audience give a huge round of applause for the SHO, Mr. Shashi Moli sir.
Please give a huge round of applause for our guest of honor.
I would like to request our director sir to please give them the bouquet and to honor him with the token of love for the memorable of this Future Group Institute and this event. Thank you so much sir for being here, for being a part of this event. We are really very privileged to be. Audience, give a huge round of applause for our SHO Mubarakpur, Mr. Shashi Moli sir. Sir, please.
आज कार्यक्रम की इस पूर्व संध्या पर मैं कोचिंग के डायरेक्टर और उनकी पूरी टीम को धन्यवाद देता हूं कि आपने मुझे इस काबिल समझा और आपने मुझे यहाँ पर बुलाकर सम्मानित किया। किसी ने सही कहा है कि जो जिंदगी की तल्ख हकीकत से डर गए वे लोग अपनी मौत के पहले ही मर गए। खिजा मुकद्दर है इस चमन का, कौन कहता है बाहर नहीं आएगी। साथियों, अगर जीने की जिजीविसा है, कुछ करने की इच्छा है, तो निश्चित रूप से आप उस मुकाम पर पहुंचेंगे जिसे पाने के लिए आपने निर्णय लिया है। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words, and we are really very privileged that you have been a part of this program. Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to move towards a very special moment of this beautiful evening. To do the honor of our respected guest of honor, I would like to warmly invite Mr. Kumar Gaurav sir, who has been the guest of honor of today's program. He is from Director Deep Academics Heights and owner of Deep Continental Hotel, Azamgarh. Audience, give a huge round of applause for Mr. Kumar Gaurav sir. I would like to request our director sir, Mr. Siraj Ahmed Siddiqui, will embrace him with the bouquet as a token of love for giving him the respect and honor. I would like to request to please come with the bouquet and our sir will welcome to him.
Now please put your hands together.
Thank you so much, sir, for being a part of this program. Now, moving towards, we would like to invite our next performer. Audience, give a huge round of applause for Miss Huda Naeem. Audience, give a huge round of applause for Miss Huda Naeem. Huda Naeem, please come to the stage.
Wow, let's initiate this little boy in the name of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who is best disposer of affairs, who found you poor but made you self-sufficient. A very warm and captivating evening to present your chief guest of honor, jury members, teachers, and all the beautiful gathering presented here. This is me, Huda Naeem, daughter of Mr. Naeem Ashraf and Mrs. Wali Sakina. Today, I want to request my jury members to please provide the topic that I can perform here.
What's your name, please?
Sir, I am Huda Naeem. Yes, sir.
Your topic is parents are sacrificing everything.
Wow! Parents are sacrificing everything. Parents are sacrificing everything. Are the children understanding it? Well, in a world full of toxic people, I have my parents, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I am here beside you just because of my parents. I thank to Almighty Allah for giving us such a wonderful parents. Parents are most special gift. Parents are most beautiful gift given by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. You know what that? The topic which I have, that is the parents are sacrificing everything. Parents are sacrificing everything. Are the children understanding it? You know, what to do, where to go. What to eat, where to go. What to do, everything they comes to forget, ladies and gentlemen, just for their children. Just for their children. And the question which is arising here, that are the children understanding it? Are the children understanding the sacrifice of their parents? Really not. You know, I can't say that every children are not understanding the sacrifice of their parents, but somehow we can say that there's multiple children who are not understanding the sacrifice of their parents. You know what? Today I am here and I searched data on internet. You know what I found? I was so shocked on that time with what I get there. What I think? I get there that approximately 1.3 million. Can you imagine this ratio? That 1.3 million parents are living in the old age house. Really guys, 1.3 million parents are living in an old age house. Why? Don't they have house? Don't they have children? Don't they have their own son in? Why? My question goes to each and every children who is here, that your parents are sacrificing each and everything for you, and why you are forgetting that what they have sacrificed for you. You know what guys, there's so many questions, you know, look at the self-image of we children. I'm not talking about me and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about we. Look at the self-image of us. If we want to motivate ourselves, we don't see our parents who is working 24/7, we don't see them what they are doing.
We go on social media, we search here and there, we listen songs, we see the speeches of motivational speech, and from there we come to motivate ourselves. Really guys, this is the thing, this is the ladder of each and every children, that they're not seeing their children, they're not seeing their parents at what they are doing. Their parents are doing hard work day and night. Their parents always say that I have to do as much hard work that my children don't ever feel shame. My children get all that luxuriness of what they want to get in their life. And after seeing it, all the things, it's still the children are understanding the sacrifices of their parents. Sorry to say, but so many children, that if their parents are at their home, but still they're not thinking that they're my first priority. Still, they're not thinking that they're my first priority. They are thinking that they're just burden on me. They are just burden on me. Whatever I have to do just for myself, just for my wife, and this is enough for them. You know what, guys? This is the luckiness of us. You know, if you get success in your life, there's no one from you that who is going to cheer for you except your parents. Your parents will going to cheer for you longer than anyone else. But look at the selfishness of we people that we just think that parents are burden on us. Well, everything have rewards. Everything have rewards as same as this point. As same as this topic, that parents are sacrificing everything. Are the children standing it? You know what, guys? I would like to drag your attention on a very beautiful topic. At this time, we the children have also opportunity. We the children have dream to become something, and when we saw the dream, we just think that we have to do this all thing for our parents. We have to make our parents proud. We have to make our parents feel proud of us. Today, I am here, and my parents are there feeling proud of me. Just because of my parents, today I am here. I would like to say thanks to my parents for giving me this wonderful life. You know, guys, but somewhere we can say that there's also the ladder of parents. Sorry to say, but there is also a ladder of parents. The parents are not sometimes understanding the hard work, the sacrifices of their children. You know, their children is working hard day and night. Their children is studying day and night, but still they're not understanding the sacrifices of their children. They just say that if you're working hard, if you are studying day and night, why you can't get a number? Why you can't achieve a first position in your class? They ask the questions to their children. Really? This should be asked by parents? Of course not. The parents...
Now it's time to change your performance into a fanatic way.
Okay. You know what, guys? Today we are living in 21st of century, and our parents are not seeing us. Our parents are not seeing the sacrifice of their children. You know what? The parents, as I talk about my first statement, the parents, the children who do hard work day and night, the children do hard work day and night, but still when they receive, when they got a less number in the mark sheet, the parents told them. The children, the parents scold them. Why you got such a less number in your exam? It is a question of each and every parent that why so less number. You know what, guys? You want to motivate your children. You have to motivate your children, but after motivating all things, you just say it why you got this number. Why? You got this number. You know what, guys? This is the lackiness of today's people, that we see the reels of parents are hugging their children, the parents are handshaking their children, but at this time, the reality, nothing is happening. In the reality, nothing is like that. If you will go anywhere, you will see that parents are not hugging them. You know, the most beautiful strength of children is that when parents love them. Yes, I'm not saying that parents don't love their children. Of course they love their children, but the thing which they have to give, they demand help from their parents, but the parents are not giving it. I don't know why, but they're feeling shame, or what should I use, but I don't think so. You know what, guys? Today I am here, and there's so many students who are from the NEET, who cracked the NEET of this year, and the parents will just, if they didn't get a good number in the exam, or they didn't crack the NEET, the parents will taunt them, the parents will scold them, that why you didn't get good number, why you're not in the MBBS. You know, the most important thing which I would like to tell you, the comparison. At this time, the things which is happening is the comparison. The parents are comparing their children with each others. If
Thank you so much. Now I would like to my jury panel. Please direct your question.
Good evening, Mudra.
Good evening, sir.
As you have talked on the topic, so my question is, should it be called as a sacrifice or act of love?
Wow, I would must say that this must be called as a sacrifice of the parents, because at this time parents are sacrificing each and everything for their children. They're liking, they're disliking, they're wishing, they're each and everything desires and all the things. I should must say that this is a sacrifice of parents, because there's so many people in the world who are very related with you, who have relation with you, but still they act like love, but they don't sacrifice any single thing for you. But there's just your parents who will come to sacrifice each and everything for you.
But don't you think that your parents loves you too?
Of course, sir, why not? I said that in a statement that today, just because I am here, just because of my parents, just because of the blessings of my parents, and today I am performing here. I have the confidence, I have dared to speak just because of my parents. It's when I was coming from the home to the center, from here, that my mother just said that no matter what you do, but I'm feeling very proud to you that you are going to be the performer of Top 30. So it is very proud moment for me, not because you are here, but because of you have gone and on the stage. So it is very tough for each and everyone, that each and everyone can't get this stage, but you have get this stage. So it is very good for you, and you should not hesitate there. You have to speak what you are speaking. Thank you, sir. Sorry, ma'am.
It's okay, fine. My question is, what hurts parents more? Children's failure or children's ignorance towards their efforts?
Of course, children's ignorance towards their efforts, because at this time the parents are sacrificing each and everything for the children. If they, in the last when they become old, if the children are going to say ignore them, this hurts more than everything else. Sometimes parents can say as it really hurts more, but of course not. It is not like that. Your mother is at her home and she is sitting there, and you are ignoring her. She's saying to you hi and bye and anything, and if you would like to ignore her, she will just say that my parenting is just for nothing. My parenting is nothing. I have just given my children a very good parenting, but that's how today he is acting with me. She is acting with me. This is just like nothing which I can't describe in the words. Thank you, ma'am.
क्या बात है, प्रीवियस परफॉर्मर ने जिस कॉन्फिडेंस, क्लैरिटी और एलिगेंस के साथ अपने थॉट्स को रिप्रेजेंट किया, वो सच में काबिले तारीफ है. So audience, once again give a huge round of applause for our performer. Now, I would like to call the next performer, Miss Insha Fatima. Please come to the podium. जो तूफान से टकराने का हौसला रखते हैं, जो तूफान से टकराने का हौसला रखते हैं, वही दुनिया में अपनी पहचान रखते हैं. आज की यह महफिल उन सितारों के नाम है. आज की यह महफिल उन सितारों के नाम है जो सपनों से नहीं, उन्हें सच करने का अरमान रखते हैं. प्लीज ज्वाइन द पोडियम.
I command with the name of Al-Karim, whose boundaries are unbounded, whose mercy is unmerciful, he is the one, nothing resembles without him, nothing revolves without him, and nothing exists without his will. Wishing you all a very charming good evening to represented honorable guest of honor, chief guest, and my respected jury panels, and all the dear everyone. Now, I'm requesting, this is the girl who is standing in front of your glamorous eyes. Her name is Insha Fatma, daughter of Mr. Shad Ahmed and Mrs. Noor Afsha. Without wasting a single time, I would like to ask to my jury panels to provide me a topic that I could continue.
Your topic is
Yes.
poverty, not only the lack of money. Sometimes it is humanity, lack of humanity.
Thank you, sir, for providing me this wonderful topic. Poverty is not lack of humanity, but it is the lack of humanity. Poverty is not the lack of money, but it is the lack of humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever we are hearing the word poverty, the first thing that we imagine our mind, that is an emoji man who is having a ball in his hand, who have a dirty cloth on his body, then we imagine that is a poor person. Poverty is not just in India, it is in each and every country, from the developed country to undeveloped country, each and every country have the poverty. We the human beings, first of all, let's know that what is the main cause of the poverty. The first is the overgrowing population, and the second is the illiteracy. Because of that, the poor are not able to pay the education just because of the expensive fees. And the third is the lack of money, lack of ideas, lack of opportunities, lack of kindness, and the last, lack of humanity that is causing the poverty. We the human beings consider ourselves as the greatest one, that we are looking at a poor one just as they are not a part of the society. Remember, if you are crossing your limit, remember B.R. Ambedkar he was also not considered as a part of the society just because he was from the lowest class. But when B.R. Ambedkar was in the class, he was not considered as a part of the society, so his teacher asked a riddle to all the classmates, and B.R. Ambedkar was sitting out of the house that, what is that one thing that we can see but we can't touch? Then with full of emotion, with a break eyes, B.R. Ambedkar said that is the glass of water that I can see, but I'm not allowed to touch it. On that time the humanity left its senses. The poverty is not just lack of money, it is the lack of the poverty. If you have a lot of the money, if you are earning that in third month, but if you are not able to help someone, if you are not able to help a needy one, then there is no use of your power, there is no use of your richness, there is no need of your black money that you are earning in third month. If you are having 3 tons of milk with a proper dishes, with a very great meal, but your neighbor who have slave empty stomach, then there is no need of your richness. The poor, the one who is sleeping with the empty stomach, they are not the poor. The poor is the one who is not seeing others stand. We used to be proud of our richness very much that we don't even make a friendship with a poor one. We are thinking that if I am going to make a contact with a poor one, then what about my reputation? Remember what Allah has said in the Quran, that with the izzah man tasha, with the zulm man tasha, and the respect and disrespect in Allah's hands. You are not going to decide about your respect, you are not going to decide about your disrespect. It is Allah who is going to decide your respect. We, the human beings, we have become as much greedy towards the money that beyond of the money we are not seeing anything. Beyond of money, we have beyond of the money, we have forget the humanity. Beyond of the money, we have forget the kindness. Beyond of the money, we have forget how to share the love. Remember, a poor, he is not asking a full money, he is not asking your whole money, he is just asking your kindness, he is just asking your politeness that you are giving to each and every one, but except to the poor people. You are not respecting them, whenever the poor ones are talking to you, you are being rude to them. If you you started giving them respect, the day you're talking them with a polite way. If you are going to help the poor one, but you do not have money, but one thing that you have, that is the advice, that is the help, that is the heart that you are sharing with each and every one, then that will the biggest contribution than the money. Because if you are rich by the money, but if you are not rich by the heart, then you are the biggest poor in this world. If there is anyone who is except with the poverty. We think that poverty is so much bad. We think that poverty is as much that we cannot even imagine. But remember, the tension that you are having they are sleeping with a worry without any worries. You have a worry in your mind that if I will get saved, if my own money today is stolen, then what about my reputation? But a poor one who is sleeping in a hut without even thinking about his money, without because
Politic time starts now.
okay, that we are thinking that we are not rich. We are thinking that we are not poor, but in the reality, we are the poor one. We are having the biggest poverty on our shoulder. Do you know how? Because whenever we are seeing any person who have a need, then we are not going to help them. Then we are not going to help and ask them that what is your problem? What is the struggle that you are having? Even though we are not making fun of them, that he is a poor one, he is that poor one. We, the youth of this country, we can end the poverty, we can end the poor, we can warn the love in the people's heart because we are the poor of this country. If the youth will become helpless, if the youth will become fragile, if the youth will have no power, then how you are going to lead a society? How are you going to lead a society with a full of respect without any? The poverty is not going to leave us forever. The poverty is not going to leave us forever, but we can take this without any type of disrespect. We can take it without any type of bad mentality that they are poor, so I should not be talked to them. Even though in our houses we have seen sometimes that there used to be discrimination between the rich relative and the poor relative. The one who is rich, the people are giving them as much respect that they cannot even imagine, and the one who is poor, who do not have as much money to feed their child, but they are not being asked by their relative, they are not even asked by the real biological brother, because for them, the rich bad people matter, not the poor people. We are the youth of this country. If we are having this type of...
Your time is over now. I would like to humbly request our jury members to put your questions to Miss Insha.
Insha Fatima, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you think society ignores poor people?
Yes, sir, because they are not considering them as a part of the society, so I think that we are ignoring the poor people.
How can you mend that? How can you improve that?
Okay, sir. Whenever there used to be any type of wedding, so we used to program two types of wedding. One for the richest one and one for the poorest one. So on that time, we got to realize that yes, this is the respect that the poor ones are having. And even though whenever there's any type of biggest event, so for the poor people, there's no any special treatment that just being treated as a normal person, not even as a human being.
Insha,
Yes, ma'am.
do you think that for the society, what is more dangerous? Poverty of wealth or poverty of humanity?
Of course, ma'am, the poverty of the humanity is more dangerous for the society because if we have a lot of money, if we have stacks of money, but if we do not have a single piece of humanity, then there is no use of us to be rich. So that is why, for me, I think that it is more dangerous to not have the money of poverty of the money.
So, do you believe that humanity alone reduce the pain of poverty?
Yes, ma'am, the humans alone can reduce the poverty because whenever there is a matter of alone, so we remember Mahatma Gandhi, whenever there is a matter of alone, so we are remember that how every biggest personality, they have raised their voice, and even when they raised their voice, the society was mocking them, they were making fun of them, but when they raised their voice, when they got a change in the society, started respecting them. Thank you everyone for listening. Sorry, sir.
In your speech, you said that the youth should come forward for the poverty problems. As a an individual, what are you going to do for the society
As an
to
individual,
eradicate the poverty?
I think that to reduce the poverty, the process step that I would take that I will not consider, I will give them equality according to the Article 15 that we should consider everyone as equal. So for me, I will take the process step that consider everyone as like you are considering everyone. Do not compare them that they are richer, so I should give more respect to them. They are poor, they do not deserve the respect. If you have this mentality to respect everyone, then we can reduce the poverty. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Insha, for absolutely thoughtful performance. Our previous finally beautifully explained that poverty is not always only lack of money, but sometimes it is lack of humanity. हर चमकती चीज अमीरी नहीं होती, हर चमकती चीज अमीरी नहीं होती, हर मुस्कुराता चेहरा खुशी नहीं होती, और जनाब गरीब सिर्फ पैसों की नहीं होती, और जनाब गरीबी सिर्फ पैसों की नहीं होती, कभी कभी इंसान में इंसानियत ही नहीं होती. And now another talented finalist is ready for come to the stage. She is Miss Vaishnavi Madhesha. Please come to the stage and showcase your talent, your confidence, and perform on your selected topic. I would like to request Miss Vaishnavi Madhesha, please come to the stage. Audience, give a huge round of applause for Vaishnavi Madhesha.
None can destroy an iron, but its own rust can. Similarly, none can destroy a human being, but its own negativity can. So let's remove this negativity by taking the name of God, whose bond is infinite, whose mercies is unlimited, whose blessings are countless, and whose forgiveness is always near us. I wish you a very luminous evening glowing with pride, happiness, and inspiration. We have presented respected honorable chief guest of honor, esteemed jury panel, and my audience and companion. Wishing you everyone a very good evening. The girl who is standing in front of your very glamorous eye, her name is Vaishnavi Madhesha, daughter of Mr. Ajit Madhesha and Mrs. Veena Devi. Now, with utmost, I humbly offer my salutation to the respected jury panel to kindly provide me the topic.
Vaishnavi,
Yes, sir.
good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Can I give you the same topic?
Of course, yes, sir.
Okay, go on please. Poverty is not only lack of money. Sometimes it is lack of humanity.
Well, first of all, thank you, sir, for providing me this great topic. Poverty is not lack of money, but sometimes it's lack of humanity. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask the question that what first comes in your mind when you listen the word poverty? The numbers, the digits of numbers, the 30 cloth, the torn clothes, a hungry child, or what? A family without roof? Am I right? It comes in your mind first. But ladies and gentlemen, is it the meaning of poverty? Somewhere, yes, I will say yes, it is the meaning of poverty. But today, I would like to ask a question that what if a man has millions of the rupees, but no kindness in his heart, no compassion for others, no feelings for others, no help for needy ones? Will you call that man as the richest man? Will you give the title of richest man to that man or to that human being? Remember one thing that we, the human, is called as the best creator of the God. But why we call the best creator of the God? What is good in us? That is just only humanity. Because if you see in this world there is so many things which are living, which can do the respiration, which they can take the breath, they can eat the food, they can walk, they can run. But still, why the human being has got the best creator of the God? Because this is the only human being which contains the humanity in his heart. This is what makes it best. And really, I would like to tell you with a very beautiful story, which really I want to share with each and everyone presenting here. Once there was a camp of charity, okay? There was many members who was doing the charity. Even many of the king has participated in that. And they came and gave golds. So many coins. But at the same place, at the same time, there was a one widow who came and gave just 2 coins. She gave only 2 coins, and then that Jewish smile on that spot. And then he called to every king, he called to every richest one who has given gold, money, etc. And called her widow as the richest lady in that camp, in that scenario. But why? Then that man, that king asked that why are you giving her title as the richest one? Because he has given only 2 coins and we have given the gold. We have given lots of the money, but why are you calling her as richest lady? You know what that Jewish replied on that spot? He said, you know what? You thought first for yourself and then you thought for that others. But that widow, she can, if she do not do the charity, but still she could survive. But still there was no one who goes and complains to her why you didn't give something. But still, and even she can say 1 point for her own self, but she didn't say. She gave that 2 points as charity. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we must take care that yes, you are hard matter. Poverty, money, if that gone, you can earn. Today we live in a world, ladies and gentlemen, where we are ready to waste thousands of rupees in the restaurant, but and click pictures and post on the social media, but we don't want to do the help of that woman, that child who is standing outside of that restaurant. Why, ladies and gentlemen, today we are ready to waste our millions of the rupees to buy the luxurious item, but we are not ready to give one-time meals to hungry one. Is it the meanings of human? We, the taken as a part of human beings, it is our responsibility to think about all those persons. Even not only human beings, but yes, all those creation of the God. But why we have good forget all the things? Even, you know what, we have considered that poverty is just a lack of money. But I will say, the man who has not money, but still he will call a rich man when he will have his kindness in his heart, when he will have humanity in his heart, when he will think for others, when he will do the works for others. He will not just think for his own self, he will not just do the work for his own self, then yes, that man will be the richest man in this world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we are running behind the money, we are running behind the cars, we are running behind the luxurious items. But we have forget the real meaning of humanity. But we have forget the humanity, why we have taken the birth here. Ladies and gentlemen, you must remember one thing.
Your phonetic time starts now.
Okay, thank you for reminding me. Ladies and gentlemen, we have forget that why we have taken the birth. And remember one thing, when you will leave this world, the people will not remember you. That how many houses you had, how many cars you had, which brands cars you were wearing. The people will not remember you by that in which restaurant you was going, in Taj or in 5-star. They will remember us just because of your kindness, just your behavior, that's how you was treating with all the little ones, just how you was talking to all that helpless one, that's how you was living with all that houseless person. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why this generation have forget the real meaning of humanity, why they have forget, why they have taken the birth in this earth. They have forget one more thing, that once they haven't come in this earth for permanent, once they have to leave this world, we must remember, and for what we have taken the birth here, we must do our responsibility. We must do that thing with responsibility, ladies and gentlemen. Each and every one of you sitting, I would like to say, don't be human. Don't be that human which is just doing the respiration or just passing their life in this earth. Be the human which contain the humanity. Be the human which contain the kindness for other. Be the human which is really helping to everyone. Be that human. Because for that you have taken birth here, ladies and gentlemen. But while you are forgetting these all things, you must remember. You must remember. This is the real purpose of life also. And then on that spot, on that day, I will call that man as the richest man. What is the benefit of that? All the
Miss
things.
Vaishnavi, your time is up now. I would like to request the members of our jury panel to please put up your questions to Miss Vaishnavi.
Vaishnavi,
Yes,
you
sir.
talk about kindness, compassion. Which poverty is harder? Which poverty is harder? Financial or humanity?
Sir, I will say the humanity first. Because a man in this world can earn the money. And even you know what, that we have taken the birth as a human being here, but we have forgotten the real meaning of humanity, what this humanity says to us. So I will say, after just we are getting the title of Gen Zs, Gen Z Alpha, whatever sex are, but yes, we have to forget all the real meaning which the God has said to us. So I will first say that poverty, that is of humanity, is really dying day by day from this society.
You have kindness, you have compassion, but you don't have money. How do you survive?
Sir, I will say one thing, that we have come in this world not for permanent. We have to leave this world, and that judgment will be best judgment. And we have to do the work for that judgment. If today I have lots of the money, I have so many cars and house, but what if I have not have the kindness in my heart? So what that God will, when the God will ask to me that what you have done on this earth, on that spot, what I will reply. So that's why, sir, I will say that first be the kind to every human being. Thank you, sir.
वही जा रहा हूँ, वही करने जा रहा हूँ.
So Vaishnavi,
Yes, sir.
my question to you is, how a economically weak person have a mindset to help others?
Why not, sir? As I gave the example of that widow who has only 2 coins, but she gave that 2 coin in the charity. If she thought on that spot, she could thought that let me keep 1 coin for my own self. But on that spot, she didn't thought. But all that things who has billions of the rupees, but they thought for them. First of all, they thought for their generation, for his child, for his prosperity. Then he thought that yes, let's give some part of that to the charity. I will say one thing that just as much kind and poor one is the man who has lack of power, money, that as much not the rich is today. Thank you, sir. Thank you everyone for listening me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Miss Vaishnavi, for sharing your thoughts on the topic which was provided by our jury panel. और अब हमारे जो गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर हैं मिस्टर कुमार गौरव सर, जो कि डायरेक्टर हैं, डायरेक्टर ऑफ डीप एकेडमिक हाइट्स एंड ओनर ऑफ डीप कॉन्टिनेंटल होटल आजमगढ़. उनके पास शायद वक्त की कमी है क्योंकि उन्होंने अपना कीमती वक्त हमें यहाँ दिया है. ही इज ऑब्वियसली अ वेरी बिजी मैन, बट बीइंग हियर फॉर दिस मच ऑफ टाइम आई एम वेरी मच थैंकफुल टू हिम. बट उनके जाने से पहले मैं सर से रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगी कि सर प्लीज आप स्टेज पे आए और अपने लाइफ थॉट्स के बारे में, लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस के बारे में हमारे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ, हमारे बच्चों के साथ और हमारे साथ स्पेशली शेयर करें. हाउ टू रीच टू द हाइट्स ऑफ सक्सेस, हाउ टू इग्नोर फेलियर्स, हाउ टू इग्नोर द पीपल हु से दैट यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग. आई वुड लाइक टू रिक्वेस्ट मिस्टर Kumar Gaurav sir, please come to the stage. Give a huge round of applause for Mr. Kumar Gaurav sir.
Good evening to all present here. सबसे पहले तो मैं फ्यूचर ग्रुप का धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने मुझे इस प्रोग्राम में बुलाया. फ्यूचर ग्रुप के ऑर्गेनाइजर्स इतना अच्छा प्रोग्राम यहाँ करते हैं मुबारकपुर में, मुझे ये पता ही नहीं. ये फर्स्ट टाइम मुझे यहाँ देख के और अनुभव करके पता चला कि हमारे आजमगढ़ में इतनी अच्छी एजुकेशन इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग इंस्टीट्यूट है कि वो जो एक्सेंट भी सिखा रहा है वो फॉरेन लैंग्वेज का.
ठीक है यार.
इंग्लिश बोलना लिखना तो सब लोग जान जाते हैं, सारे स्कूल्स पढ़ाते हैं, बट इस लेवल के इस एक्सेंट के साथ इंस्टीट्यूट में पढ़ाया और सिखाया जा रहा है, ये अतुलनीय है। खासकर से आजमगढ़ के इस रूरल बेल्ट में ये फैसिलिटी मिल रही है यहाँ पे, ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। ये बच्चों को सीखने के लिए आमतौर पे बड़े शहरों में जाना पड़ता है, बट उनको सब चीज़ यहाँ मिल रही है। एक चीज़ मुझे देख के जो सबसे अच्छी लगी कि बच्चों का कॉन्फिडेंस बहुत अच्छा है। बच्चे इतने कॉन्फिडेंटली बोल रहे हैं। मैं बात भी कर रहा था तो मैंने पूछा था कि बच्चों की एज क्या है, किस क्लास में ये बच्चे पढ़ रहे होंगे, तो मुझे बताया कि ये क्लास 6 के बच्चे हैं, 4th के बच्चे हैं, LKG से बच्चे यहाँ आ जाते हैं और LKG ऑनवर्ड से यहाँ पे इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग की क्लासेस कराई जा रही है। तो ये अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात है कि ऑन स्पॉट डिबेट के लिए टॉपिक दिया जा रहा है जूरी मेंबर्स द्वारा और क्वेश्चन से पुट अप किए जा रहे हैं और उनके जवाब बच्चे बिना डरे तुरंत वो दे रहे हैं। इंग्लिश का ही एक टर्म है स्पीकिंग, इस वर्ड में लास्ट में आता है किंग। तो जिसकी स्पीकिंग अच्छी हो गई वो तो किंग बनेगा ही बनेगा और आप सारे बच्चे उसी में माहिर हो रहे हैं। बस आपको इतना ध्यान रखना है कि स्पीकिंग जो आप कर रहे हैं उतनी ही आप अपनी नॉलेज को भी बढ़ाते जाइए, ताकि आप जब जवाब दें, बात करें तो उसमें पूरी नॉलेज भी हो, तब उस इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग की बात और अलग हो जाए। तो आप अपनी बात को, अपने तर्क को बहुत अच्छे से प्रेजेंट कर पाएंगे। और जिसकी स्पीकिंग अच्छी हो गई, जिसको बोलना अच्छा आ गया, जो डिबेटर अच्छा हो गया, वो अपने लाइफ में बिल्कुल एक्सेप्ट करेगा और आगे बढ़ता ही चले जाएगा। आज इस देश में जो भी सबसे आगे है किसी भी फील्ड में, चाहे बिजनेस फील्ड में, चाहे एजुकेशन फील्ड में, चाहे पॉलिटिक्स में, कहीं भी है, उनकी स्पीकिंग बहुत अच्छी है क्योंकि वो अपने बात को क्लैरिटी के साथ रख पाते हैं। मैं आशा करता हूँ कि आप सभी बच्चे इसी तरह और आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे और आजमगढ़ का नाम इस पूरे देश में बढ़ाते रहेंगे। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and for the encouragement of our participants, for all the students who do really hard work to reach at some point of success, at some point of time where they want to be something in their life, and you really encourage them. Thank you so much, sir, for your motivational speech. Now, I would like to request our director, sir, please come to the stage, and sir, you please come to the stage for the honoring of our guest of honor today, Mr. Kumar Gaurav sir. I would like to request to bring the shawl, memento, certificate and to present it to our guest of honor as a token of love so that you can put it in your memory forever. Audience, give a huge round of applause for our guest of honor who is being the guest of honor tonight. Sir, आपकी वजह से सच में ये स्टेज बहुत सजा हुआ था. Thank you so much for being here. Audience, तालियां रुक क्यों जा रही हैं? हमारे गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर अभी स्टेज पे हैं. Give a huge round of applause of clapping for our guest of honor as well as for our director sir. Now the memento, please. I would like to request for them to please bring the memento. Sir, please give the present of this memento to our guest of honor who is been here for a very short of time, but it was really very impactful. Thank you so much, sir, and we would really wish you all the best. Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. ऑडियंस, ऐसे प्रतिभाशाली परफॉर्मर के लिए तालियां तो बनती हैं. सो लेट्स अप्रिशिएट दैट ब्रिलियंट एफर्ट विद अ ह्यूज राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज. एंड नाउ द एक्साइटमेंट ऑफ दिस ग्रैंड फिनाले नाइट मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट लेवल. एक और पैशनेट फाइनलिस्ट तैयार है अपने परफॉर्मेंस से इस स्टेज पर एक नई छाप छोड़ने के लिए. सो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, with the same energy and enthusiasm, please welcome Mr. Muhammad Shariq to the stage. Let's make some noise for our next performer. So please give a huge round of applause
your luck is not in your hand, but decision is in your hand. Your decision can make your luck, but cannot make, but always trust yourself. Starting in the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and most merciful. First of all, I greet you with greeting of peace, and also my teacher, and also my all visitors. Good evening to all of you. And also I am very thankful of Almighty Allah who has given the light of Islam and also peaceful life of every human. This is me, Muhammad Sharik, son of Muhammad Rashid and Mrs. Mahrun Nisha. I am from Uradiwan, Mubarakpur, Azam. So now I would like to request my jury panel, please provide me for. I could continue. Thank you.
Hello, Mohammed Sharik. How are you?
I am fine, ma'am.
So for today, your topic is parents are sacrificing everything, but our children understanding it.
Thank you so much. So before starting up my speech, I would like to dedicate some line. भूल जा तू अपने बीते हुए कल को, तू खुद पर विश्वास कर. भूल जा तू अपने बीते हुए कल को, तू खुद पर विश्वास कर. तेरा आने वाला कल खुद ब खुद बदलेगा. तेरा आने वाला कल खुद ब खुद बदलेगा. तू बस मेहनत कर अपने आज पर. तू बस मेहनत कर अपने आज पर. So ladies and gentlemen, I have a topic that is name of parents sacrifices each and everything but our child understanding it. So it is not only a topic, not a sentence. Again I am going to repeat, it is not only a topic, not a sentence. It is the reality of our life. I think we are all living in that era, in that world where we have checked 100 times our smartphone in one time. We are living in that era, in that world where we are check our smartphone 100 times in one day. And also sometimes forget to see our bad parents, our bad ones who are waiting of us at our home. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here not talk about our parents sacrificing. I am here to ask a question. Imagine, what would be my question? Do you really think are we running so far behind our success? No. Yes, why not? Actually, sometimes we thought about our success. Sometimes we thought only about our success. What is the success? The people are thinking, how can we forget of that person who taught us how to act, to hold our tiny finger? How can we forget of that person who taught us how to speak, how to eat? Have you ever thought? No. I think, ladies and gentlemen, day by day just we all are going to forget of that person who sacrifices each and everything on us. And also I can say one more thing, after giving birth to us, from that day, it is not thought it is a day and a night. It is not thought it is a day and a night who experience each and everything on us. But we all are that person. Because we are not caring of our parents. There is no anyone that is only our parents. But today, what we all are doing with them, what we have to do with them. At this time, the people are saying, being the modernity, just they are considering they are not able for us. They didn't do any single work for us. But I would like to ask of those ones just who are saying like this. I think this time just we need to care. Just we need to help our good people, just good sacrifices each and everything. How can we forget of that moment when we were child, and that time we were unable to hold any single thing, or we are unable to hold any single thing in our hand. But this time, after becoming mature, what we are thinking? What we are thinking after becoming mature? Just we are thinking that enough for me, just we have no need of it. Just we can manage each and everything. On which purpose, on which behalf just we are saying, that we are claiming. I would like to ask one thing. Here, truly just you have to raise your hand. In your hand, in a one day, how many times, how many people ask your parents, are you okay or not? How many times? Not any single time. We have no time to think about the people. No, we have no time to say like this. And the people are saying, no, I can do everything, I can do everything. On which purpose just you are saying that? I think the people are thinking of that way that they can do anything. But I don't think so. The people can do each and everything they are doing. But ladies and gentlemen, on which purpose, on which behalf just we all are dealing with our parents? I know at this time most of the people are not considering of their parents as a parent. I don't think so. About whose when they are human being or not. But I cannot say directly, I know according to our Islam, our religion say that the people are not considering of their parents as a parent, they are not human beings. But it is saying both things can be are destroyed and washed. First are humanity and the second along with that are Iman. Because today, if the people are not considering of their parents, I don't think so. Just who only break friendship between parents and the son. I can say with a guarantee, they are losing their human. Being the part of modernity as a modern, what you are considering? What can you do? At this time, the people are saying, no. At this time, if you want to fly, so first, yes, you have to respect your parents.
Mr. Sharik, please change your style in phonetic way.
Thank you so much for reminding me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to fly, if you want to shine like a star, so from today, just you have to respect of your parents. Then after that, each and everything will be happen for you. Then after that, each and everything will be easy for you. Otherwise, you cannot. But at this time, how can we forget of that moment when we were unable to speak any single word? How can we forget of that moment? We were unable to walk any single step. Today, I am here on the task of my parents. Today, I am speaking among you all on the task of my parents. And also, I can say that, talking about in this 21st century, as you can see, it is going to happen with the parents after getting married that they are sending in the olden house. Just they are considering that they are enough, we have no need of it, just we can manage each and everything. But I don't think so. Without our parents, just we can take anything, that we can do anything. At this time, the people are thinking, the people are saying, just we are enough, just we can do each and everything. But on which behalf, on which basis that they are saying? I don't think so. The people are claiming they can do each and everything or not. But at this time, to be as a modern, that is not good. To be as a modern, it is good. But to considering as an old character of our parents, that is bad. That is a very bad thing for our parents, even for us. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, there are many people just who are considering this, I am enough, I am just mature. I just can do each and everything. Yeah, I know being a responsible and a mature, just you can do each and everything. But without our parents' suggestion, without our parents, we cannot effortless, we cannot do each and everything.
Thank you so much, Sharik. I would like to my jury panel, please direct your question.
Hello. Good evening, Sharik.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I am fine.
Okay. My question to you is merely understanding the sacrifice is enough, or should we need to do something for them?
Thank you so much for providing this kind of question. I think whatever our parents is doing with us, that is a very, very massive, that is a very, very big thing for me. For us, because at this time, whatever that they have responsibility that they are doing, whatever that they have that they are doing with fully responsibility. But talking about us, after becoming mature and responsible, just we all are not caring. Just some time, just we all are going to do a bad work that they can never ever think in their life. Thank you, sir.
Mohammed Sharik, do you believe that modern parenting style making children less responsible and more demanding?
I think after seeing as this modernity, I cannot blame to our parents because whatever that they are doing, that is enough. That is good for me. But after becoming as a modernity, just we all are doing up that well, they can never ever thought in their life. They can never ever imagine in their life. But at this time, after getting married, as you can see, this time it is going to happen more and more with us, with the parents. After getting married, just we all are considering they are enough. We have no need of our parents. Just they are sending like an older house. That is not good. If we are becoming as a modern, that is a good. But just we have to do a bad thing, becoming the modern. Just we have to carry our parents. Then after that, it will be better for us. Yes, sir.
How are you?
I am fine, sir.
You talked about smartphones and all in your speech. When you say do mobile phone create distance between parents and children?
Yes, sir. At this time, actually, the parents is lacking one thing. I just want to give an example of a child, a baby. Whenever she start to cry, on that time, our parents provide a smartphone only for to stop. So that is not good because then from that he learn one thing. Whenever I just need a smartphone, I will just start to cry. Then automatically our parents will provide me a smartphone. Then I will stop.
What is the solution for that?
Sir, the solution of it, in spite of smartphone, just we should provide like twice. Like twice. Twice. I think by the twice, just the children can be happy and also manage. But I don't think so. Being the childhood, the childhood, the parents should be provide smartphone because it should be harm for our child.
One more question from my side. How many hours do you use the mobile?
Sir, talking about me, only I like. I have never imagined how many hours I just use.
That's what.
You talk about children. I mean, you don't talk about yourself. Why?
Actually, sir, I am also as a children to someone, as a parent. I am also one of them. But actually, this time, day by day, I am just going to grow up. So, but after seeing the condition like as a children, as a baby, whatever happen, whatever is going to happen with them, that is not good.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Very nice. Our performer beautifully highlighted a truth that we often forget. In the rush of life, parents may not always express their pain, but every sacrifice they make silently becomes the foundation of our future. The emotion, the honesty, and the depth in the presentation make the topic feel real and deeply relatable. जिन हाथों ने हमें चलना सिखाया, वही उम्र भर हमारे लिए थकते रहे। हम कामयाबी ढूंढते रहे दुनिया में और वो चुपचाप हमारी खुशियों के लिए जीते रहे। Ladies and gentlemen, for the next performer, I would like to invite Miss Michelle Taiba on the stage. Put your hands together for Miss Michelle Taiba. Please come to the stage.
Please give a huge round of applause for our performer.
गजल के वास्ते लफ्जों का एक मिजान रखते हैं, गजल के वास्ते लफ्जों का एक मिजान रखते हैं, सुलगते दिल में तहजीब का एक जुबान रखते हैं। हमारे नर्म लहजे का जमाना अब भी कायल है, हमारे नर्म लहजे का जमाना अब भी कायल है। हम अहले फ्यूचर ग्रुप हैं, हम अलग पहचान रखते हैं। I swear with the name of the Lord, the purest of pure, with harm thus in your done. Wishing you all a very charming and happy way of the nature representatives from the jury panel, honorable chief guest, guest of honor, my respected teacher, honorable sir, and my fellow padre
wishing you all a very charming and wonderful event represented each and last one gathered here. A girl who is speaking here in melodious voice, her name is Michelle Teva. Now, with the great excitement, I would like to request the jury panel to present me with my beautiful and wonderful topics so that I may continue this journey of thoughts.
Michelle.
Yes, sir.
Is it Michelle or Michelle?
It is Michelle.
Michelle.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm well, sir, and I hope that you are also fine.
Thank you very much. Are you comfortable in all three topics?
Yes, sir, I'm comfortable, and I'm well with three topics. And I really love three topics. It is wonderful.
Okay. Go ahead. The world listen to people who dare to speak.
Okay. A topic is not only for speaking. It is for understanding life deeply. Today I will present a summary of this explained topic that name is the world listen to people who dare to speak, highlighting key points and main issues. Yes, of course, we all should have dare to speak, but it does not matter that only people listen to that person who have dare to speak. If the people listen to that person who have dare to speak and who convert their words into action. You know what? If a person they keep speaking but they don't follow their words, whatever he's doing. For example, if I will say to you that just help others, but if I am not helping others, then what you will say to me? My words will become empty. That's why I'm saying that whatever we have to do, whatever we are saying, just imagine that you have to convert it into action. You know, a pen without ink, we cannot write without pen. Similarly, a verse without action, we cannot. There is no value of verse without action. The words are seeds, and the action are like water. The seeds cannot grow without action. Similarly, there is not a value of verse without action. Just convert your words into action, because haven't you heard that action speaks louder than words? Now let's get a reality check. Mother Teresa. She had not just talked about the poor and sick people, but also she sacrificed her life just for helping them. There was a lot of great personality. Mahatma Gandhi did not only talk about the peace, but also he showed it by the non-violence. B.R. Ambedkar, he talked about education and all the things, but he has also converted his word into action. There's a lot of great personalities. If they have talked, so they have converted their words into action. You know, there was a lot of great personalities. They have not just talked, but when they were talking, do you really think so that the people were listening to them? Of course not. They have converted, they have done hard work, and they turned their words into action that the people start listening to them. This is what exactly happened. Now just close your eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and just think about those great personalities, how they convert their words into action. Just close your eyes for 20 seconds and think this whole thing, and now just build their goodness, their qualities into your soul, because you have to also convert your words into action. And this is what just I'm saying. And it is very easy to speak. It is very easy to speak, but to grab attention, it is hard. Even a foolish person also speaks. Are the people hearing a foolish person? Of course not. You know, if you are wanting the people listen to you to just convert your words into action, there is a lot of, you know, there is a huge difference between a noise person speaking or a foolish person speaking. Because the noise person, the wise person is speaking because he had something to say, and a foolish is speaking because he had to say something, and that's nothing. So just make yourself able that you don't have to speak about anything. If I'm standing here, I'm speaking. If anything, I'm going to speak. No matter what I'm speaking, then will you going to hear me? Of course not. I'm speaking here. I'm speaking on a very good topic because you're wanting to learn something from me. That is why you all are hearing me. If I will speak any foolish thing, then of course you are also not going to hear my words. Let's take a solid example of Nepal. In Nepal, there was protests were happening because the PM were corrupted. There was a lot